Hello, this is Faria, and you are watching The Inclusive International. Today, we'll be talking about the two most important world affairs: the uprising within the Russian military forces and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the US. We are joined by Mr. Manikangan Barua, who is a board member of the Mahabahu online magazine. Mr. Manikangan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Manikangan, according to the latest news, Russia has dropped a criminal case against the Wagner Group after mediation offered by the Belarusian president. So, and the latest reports say that the Wagner Group will transfer heavy weapons to the Moscow groups. So, how do you analyze the fallout of this mutiny?
See, first of all, I'm a little bit skeptic of what's been happening on our day. Number one, it might be, strategic. We never know till it happens, what the picture that comes out. Second,
Mhm.
strategically, whenever Russia uses this particular group in like areas in Sudan and all, that point of time, they were allowed to do, Russian interest out there without direct involvement of their army. So in case of any eventuality, they can say that we are not involved. But when the Ukraine war has started, the differences has come out. And because of that, there is a differences between the two groups and for which the fallout has happened. And the fallout has happened even within 24 hours that has been resolved too. It seems as of now. So I believe there are different ways as far as handling of this issue is concerned, because Russia expected that the war would be short-lived, but it's been happening on for quite a long time beyond their expectations, and due to which there is a differences between these two groups, Russian army as well as Wagner group, and the result has come out in such in that particular direction. But we are yet to see the whatever they take, whatever actions they take, because if you see recently, President Putin, while taking the while on a press conference have said, have blamed the Wagner group, but not the the person concerned, that the Wenger safe. So that may be a strategic decisions from his part in case of any eventuality, whether it is a failure or success, the narratives can be accordingly said. So as of now, I believe it is a playing safe attitude as far as the President Putin
Mhm.
is concerned. Yeah.
Okay, so President Putin, he has thanked those who stood in the way of the mutineers, and Qatar Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad. He has also called President Putin to handle the situation with diplomatic means. So, do you foresee another uprising within the Russian military forces, and what do you think? What would be the future of the Wagner Group? How Putin is going to punish them?
See, as of now, the Putin have said there won't be any cases, as far as the group is concerned. But the whatever the announcement is, that's been kept on, for the time being, they kept it mum, what the actions they would take. One group have said, or the Russian media have said, there are, already there are inquiries on that. But on the other hand, you never know the whereabouts of the person concerned, where he is, at present nobody knows, as far as the Wenger ship is concerned. So in that way, it is obviously, as of now, it's been strategic. It may be an escape route for Mr. Putin to end the Ukraine war, or it may be something. It's very difficult to speculate as of now. Other than that, there are concerns even in European Unions. The Wenger Group may have gone to Belarus. It might come to other areas. So they have their concerns as far as this group is concerned. And you do not know about the war strategy. It's very difficult for us, obviously for myself to talk about war strategy. Those areas is very difficult. But setting, as
Yeah.
far as the analysis is concerned, we can only say as of now, it's been very difficult for Mr. Putin to handle the situations in relation to, Ukraine war, as well as this group.
Hmm.
Maybe they do have a strategy. That's what I guess as of now.
Hmm. But experts are saying that there is an uncertain future ahead, and it's so clear that this uprising has shaken the Putin's power. So, what do you think? What could be the consequences on the Russia and Ukraine war?
See, as of now, what though it is, Mr. Putin is in vulnerable position as far as that particular pricing is concerned. But you never know. It's very difficult, sitting out here to speak about the, plan and program of Russia. But
Hmm.
certainly, if it is other way around, it will not be good for the world because Putin is a, nuclear power. They have, Russia is a nuclear power, and he has already said about the, intentions of NATO. Now, see,
Hmm.
India as a whole is on the peace side. PM Modi have said so. We have taken side, that is peace, and the peace has to prevail. Now, as far as NATO is concerned, they have their influence out there, because if they say we do not include Ukraine, in NATO, the obviously war would finish as we hope. But they are not saying so, and they are also saying, the war has to end. The world community, as a whole, they have to work on it. They have to come on the, side, taking the side of peace, not war, as far as this is concerned. And it's very difficult
Yeah.
for Mr. Putin. He would obviously analyze all his, use all his options before, before calling it a quit. It won't be
Hmm.
easy until and unless, peace prevails.
Yeah, and U.S. President John Biden has denied that the U.S. and NATO forces were behind this uprising, but still there are speculations that they were behind this step. So, what's your take on it?
I will. It is very difficult as of now, to comment on this
Mm,
without having specific informations about that, because there will be rumors, here and there. People would obviously say a lot about it, but until and unless there are specific informations on that,
mm,
it would be unwise for me to comment, whether on that particular front, because we are not aware of such things. But there would be obviously rumors. People would obviously spread rumors, to
mm,
distract, the strategic relations between, NATO, other countries, Russia, as well as, India, that is going to take
mm,
place. Because they talked about NATO, they talked about NATO plus. There may be other countries who would be joining, but at the same time, there are BRICS as far as Asia Pacific is concerned. They're also talking about BRIC plus. There are other 19 countries who wanted to join, BRICS. So you do not know, the geopolitical issues are there, which part has more weight as far as the strategic relationships are concerned.
mm. Yeah. Mr. Moni Kangan will be now talking about Indian Prime Minister's visit to the US last week. He got a very lavish welcome in the White House. So, would you like to inform our audiences about the key takeaways of his visit?
See, as far as his visit is concerned, it exceeded all the, expectations. I
Mm,
would say about, on basically on three counts. Number one, on defense relations, India has several agreements, with US. Other than that, there are strategic agreements as per areas of semiconductors, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, and all that. And the third, place, there are people to people, cooperation, which wanted to ease by, extending consulates on both sides, opening up consulates,
mhm,
as well as, relaxing, in US visa renewal applications. So while doing these particular three, areas, I believe the relationship obviously would increase, as per good relationship with, India and USA. And on the top
mm,
of that, there would be an icing on the cake, like they all, the US and India have agreed upon the basic differences, like commercial differences in the areas, commercial disputes in World Trade Organizations. So they wanted to, drop the cases, as far as both nations' interests are concerned. So these commercial, disputes, they wanted to, drop. This is a good sign for both the countries. That's what I believe these three takeaways, as far as PM Modi's visit is concerned. But obviously, we have to see, you know, from US, from NATO, as far as the US is concerned, they're shifting their strategic, relations with Asia Pacific, countries like India and all, South China Seas and all. So that's what they have been, looking for. Obviously, the business interest is important, and that's what is going on as of now.
Hmm. So it's clear that India is undoubtedly, rising as a economic and a diplomatic power in the region. So, what do you think that how the strong ties between the US and India is going to impact China?
See, as of now, though India is planning, sorry, US is planning in that particular way to counter China, it won't be easy as of now. See, the BRIC
Mhm.
countries already, they wanted to use yuan than the, dollar. There is a, proposal out there, and other 9 countries also wanted to join in. So if dollar is not accepted internationally, it will obviously go down. And China as a whole, there's an economic, superpower coming up. So it will be very difficult. India as a whole believes in non-alignment movement, even as of now. Though they're good partner with Russia as well as, America, US, but even they have maintained their, balanced positions in the world, as far as their, foreign affairs are concerned. So looking at all this, India obviously would has to work cautiously, maintaining that particular balance as of now.
Mhm. So, my last question would be from you is about the U.S. and Indian joint statement about Pakistan. It says that Pakistan's soil should not be used as a base for attacks by armed groups. And today, Pakistan has summoned Indian and U.S. Consulates. Pakistan's foreign minister has summoned them. So, what's your take on it?
See, these are all strategic decisions on information which they wanted to provide, or they provide. Recently, US have said, the same thing as far as Taiwan is concerned. They say, that Taiwan, we respect that, we do not want that Taiwan gets independence, which was, against of what their earlier stand was. So when they make official statements, that's what we need to go by, the official statements as of now. Now, when they say that they obviously they would do, it depends again on the strategic relations. You do not know, it is premature to say as of now what may happen out of this, but we need to observe and see, what may come later.
Yeah, but how should Pakistan take it? Should Pakistan take it that the two big powers have joined against Pakistan and they, are asking Pakistan to do more about terrorism or what?
See, Pakistan also, is a nuclear power. All right. And they have their base as of now, as far as
Mhm.
their stronghold is concerned, military. Now obviously, if their economic growth, whatever they have planned haven't been achieved, they wanted to divert attentions. So diverting attention is what, only to say something or doing something against India, so that they can shift the focus. So the need of the hour is for Pakistan is to, for their own, they have to look for their own growth. They have to give, services to their own people. That's what probably, or they improve their, financial health. That's what they can do. I believe they
Mm,
should concentrate on that. India as a whole, or I believe even Pakistan as a whole, they do not want any fight between them. But what they want, to shift, at times their internal issues. They wanted to divert, that, and they talk about something like this. This happens, that happens, and all. So I believe the US, the way they have done people to people, contacts, I believe that sort of an effort from both the countries would obviously help, for decreasing the tensions between these two countries. US would obviously try to help Pakistan as well as India, but they have their strategic relationship based on their interest. They would do their purpose.
mm. Thank you so much, Mr. Manikandan, for joining us. It was great to have you. And, we wish peace to Ukraine, to Kashmir, and to to Russia. But as you said, that India is also on the side of peace. But we can see that the Europe and NATO forces, they are very determined to help this war. But thank you so much. It was all from the Inclusive signing of Faria.